Hey there, good morning, happy Monday. So waking up and heading out the door, it might be a struggle for some because it is very, very cold throughout most of the coastal bend. So if you have to, of course, start your day a little bit early, just make sure you're bundling up. That's the best you can do to prepare yourself for these very frigid conditions throughout most of the coastal bend. Of course, we already have a couple weather alerts already currently in effect and in place for us across the area, but we're expecting more to go into effect over the next few hours, and more details about that coming up. Right now, they're looking at our temperatures across the coastal bend in your particular neighborhood. Waking up here in Corpus Christi, sitting right now 35 degrees, 30 over in Beeville, 39 degrees right now over in Port Aransas, 37 in Rockport, 38 degrees over in Kingsville, and a chilly 33 right now over in Hebronville. Of course, the Arctic blast is the main contributor towards why we're having these very cold conditions that we're waking up to, but also these sustained winds that are going upwards of 15 miles an hour throughout most of the coastal bend. That's what also adds towards that winter chill that we're all experiencing throughout the area right now. So much so that, of course, our air temperatures are already barely struggling, making it, of course, into above freezing, but also with those wind chill factors, of course, with those winds going at a pretty fast pace, that causes our feel-like temperatures to plummet as well. So either our air temperatures or flight temperatures only being around 25 degrees or lower, that's what triggers that cold weather advisory to be in place across the coastal bend. Will continue to be in effect until 9 o'clock this morning. We also have that freeze warning that's in effect throughout most of the coastal bend as well. That will continue to be in place until 9 o'clock this morning too. That's going to be related towards our temperatures being around 32 degrees or cooler, or lower I should say, for an extended period of time, around 2 hours or more. So that's what triggers this warning that's currently in place right now. But also just a heads up, even though technically we will have that cold weather advisory expire at 9 o'clock this morning, it will go back into place 9 o'clock tonight, and that's of course preparing for that wintry mix. It's going to cause even more hazardous conditions as we look ahead towards tomorrow. More details on that in the next few minutes. Right now, of course, looking at our afternoon high temperatures that will increase into the 40s for most of our coastal neighborhoods, 50s for areas like Port Aransas and over in the Bluff. Throughout most of our inland neighborhoods, though, all of us will be barely making it into the mid to upper 30s for our high temperatures later this afternoon. But looking at our big weather picture, we will see that a coastal low will start to slowly make its way closer here to the coastal bend. We can already see a couple showers starting to form out the coast of Brownsville. That shower activity will eventually reach us here in the coastal bend as we look ahead closer towards the afternoon hours, and of course increasing therefore after that, especially as we look ahead towards the morning hours heading towards your Tuesday. So of course that's going to be the main bulk of that wintry precip, a mixture of some sleet as well as some ice and some freezing rain. That's what triggers that winter storm warning that we have in place that will go into effect around midnight, continuing until 6 o'clock in the evening. Again, in terms of that snow and sleet, that's going to be a trace, less to an inch of that for your accumulation. In terms of that ice, that's going to be only up to about 1/10 of an inch of that ice accumulation across the coastal bend. But of course, in terms of the time frame on when this precipitation is going to arrive, overnight to early tomorrow morning on your Tuesday, that can cause a hazardous situation as it relates to your morning commute. So make sure you beware and plan for that accordingly. But after that, that's the bulk of the worst of these type of conditions, slowly gradually warming up throughout the remainder of your work week.